because Marvel never thought that they would eventually get the X-Men.
Agreed.
I feel that they were planning to eventually go to a universe where, like, okay, well, once we get past our Avengers, we're gonna go into Young Avengers. But then they got the X-Men, and now you're kind of like, because you can't make X-Men play with Young Avengers, because then you're just you're making Fox X-Men 1 mistakes.
I get what you guys are saying. It's not ideal, but what's my option? I'm going to recast and start from scratch, or I take advantage of the fact that I have all the Young Avengers. I've built out the Young Avengers, and now I'm not going to use them because I want to introduce the X-Men, and the X-Men have to be with the original Avengers. Guys,
but then you mess up storylines. Like they're
going to mess up storylines. We already didn't get the proper Civil War. We already didn't get a proper
But you have
we didn't get World War Hulk. We got we got Thor Ragnarok. They've already changed things.
But the thing is this: if you're going, one thing that I think I would dare say is a lot of fan dreams. This could be a fanboy dream if you want. I don't care if you.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna break your heart after, but I'll let you finish.
I would love to see A versus X, and you can't make Young Avengers the A versus X because then X-Men destroys them.
I understand everything you're saying. And as a comic book reader, and you as a comic book reader, and Ness is a comic book reader.
Watcher.
Well, you read Saga and stuff. So you read.
You still count.
You
count. Saga, though.
You still count.
That's one of the best ones. That's an IP they should be fucking making a movie out of.
That is the thing that should be replacing Star Wars.
Yo. Anyways, before we tangent into that, but in that, I think I get it. We are all in this beautiful, ideal world as comic book fans that we want to see this thing. I would point out, though, that since 2008, and here we are, 2024, your comic book reading fans don't give a fuck. The younger generation comic book reading fans don't know these stories you're talking about.
They're a bunch of punks.
I don't. If I'm Feige, I'm now thinking, am I making these movies for the 40-year-olds, or do I need to pivot to the younger people? And homie, I'll tell you what, there's a reason the demographic that they love is 18 to 49, because the 40-year-olds are on their way out. That's not who I'm making the movie for. I'm sorry. You're not who I make the movie for.
Exactly. They're aiming to target the younger crowd.
Why do you think everyone's
who has the money to spend? Really?
18-year-olds have money to spend on movies.
They're going to blow their money on foolishness.
18-year-olds are the ones that have part-time jobs that go to the theater and hang out at malls all day. Still, if they're not gaming or if they're not at a friend's house, have you been to a mall lately? They still walk around in malls. And I'm
actually younger. It's usually 13, 14-year-olds.
Sure. But that's what I'm saying. They're the one, 13, 14-year-olds with their first part-time job or mommy and daddy giving them allowance are the ones that are going to still go to the movies. And that's who Feige is trying to make. Why do you think the newest Star Wars series is Skeleton Crew is essentially a coming-of-age Star Wars kids adventure? Damn it. It's like the Goonies. It's Goonies and Star Wars, and everyone's just like, that's not for me. I, as an adult, do not want to really focus on a show about kids running around. But if I'm a Star Wars fan and I want Star Wars content, I'm going to watch it anyways. But they're trying to get younger kids. And that's the problem. Everyone, I get it. We are super fans and we know all the stories. But if I'm Feige and I've built out a younger version of the Avengers in the universe, I have Wiccan, I have Speedy who's there, I have Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, I have Miss Marvel, I have Stature from Ant-Man, I have Patriot from the Secret Invasion, from Winter Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier. I have I introduced Scar in She-Hulk. I literally have all the Young Avenger characters. And then I'm going to do what? I introduce all these characters and all these actors to go, well, that was fun. Let's recast everyone and start from scratch. No, that's insane.
I would say this to me, my X-Men, and whoop their ass. That's all I'm saying, because they won't survive.
Of course, but
There's
guess
no
what?
way you're going to make me believe that these people could take on the likes of
I get it.
I can't.
But you're not going to get your A versus X. You're not getting it in theaters.
I want to flip your table.